Hello everyone, good day. We have an educational system that is shaped by and the likeness of industrialism. Schools are still essentially set up like factory lines, complete with ringing bells, distinct buildings, and distinct disciplines. We continue to educate children in groups. In this presentation, we will elaborate our chosen concepts, which is the economic, cultural, ADHD, aesthetic, and anesthetic, education revolution, and modern concept education to accommodate the needs of today's learners. We believe the educational system must be restructured, highlighting the fact that the current educational system is founded on ideas and practices from the 18th century, which are typical of that era but do not meet the needs of students today. How children are being medicated for ADHD in order to get them to pay attention in school, stating that more needs to be done to awaken students in the classroom. The dilemma we face as a society as a whole is how do we actually transition the current system into one that meets the needs of today's learners. To include many teaching methods into their pedagogy, teachers can be reflective in their work. That is to say, when you instruct, talk to the children and find out what makes them tick. Include concepts that will help the children understand and retain the knowledge.
As education continues, students and teachers learn to adapt the different cultures in learning. We tend to change perspectives when there is a changes in culture. But as a 21st century educator and a learner, we have to collaborate with each other despite of cultural differences to come up with a successful outcome. We have to be flexible enough in order to perform possible actions that is needed in our present situation. Both students and teachers must accept changes and new ideas even though they already settled in a certain field. Be mindful that as we met different kinds of people, we also learn different cultures that could make our education more effective. Make sure that people can benefit with your decisions so that there is still progress despite of adjusting and adapting. Remember that all of us are responsible for making culture as an opportunity to grow and improve, especially in the field of education. Do not let negativity and illiteracy hinder our learning and progress in life.
Most ADHD parents are concerned about their child's chances of success. It's a fact that many strong, self assured, and successful leaders have found ways to take advantage of characteristics of ADHD. Children having ADHD is a big challenge for teachers. They need to find remedies in order to get the child's attention in learning. When a certain child is not giving responses to the discussion of the teacher, learning is already delayed and repeating your discussion is a must. But there is what we call multiple intelligence, in which teachers will find out where that certain child is interested in so that he or she could also apply it to the class. By this, teaching a child with ADHD will be easier.
Educational revolution, a segment of change and development, a bridge of new concept of educational practices, focuses on relevant researches, performing one's ability, skills, knowledge, the reading and writing, listening and speaking, delivery of educational according to facilities and teaching. Broader access to improved education acts as a major catalyst of empowerment, sustained economic growth, overcoming inequality, and reducing conflict. We need an education system fit for the digital revolution. Make education fit for the purpose from both a supply and demand perspective. This revolution is more than simply introducing computers into schools, replacing underperforming teachers, building modernized education. Adaptation of technology will bring upon a radical transformation in schools and universities. That is why technology or digital education must include the pedagogy to improve the quality of education.
As modern education arises, we are now at the middle peak of improving and developing the education through spreading one's knowledge. With the help of technology, we can now identify difficult things that are needed to give a deep understanding. That's why educational systems change. And in matter of digital world, children may be distracted with gadgets or may be motivated with the given learnings by searching and watching it online. As per thought, modern education always have a positive and negative impacts to children. It only depends on how we introduced it to them.
With all the concepts that we tackle, learn, and find out, we conclude that educational paradigms will continuously change and improve. From time before free education up until now with digitals, teachers, learners, and researchers are adapting its educational changes based on the society's demand and also learning from the past failed educational system. There is even a UNESCO, which is an agency aims to mandate to cover all aspects of education. Mentioning UNESCO, they introduced 5 pillars of education, which helps education to be successful in its tasks. To end with this thought, I will give you a quote saying, education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. As a future teacher, we should be passionate in teaching for that. The stronger we are passionate to do such thing, the greater the chance to achieve success. And I hope you learned something from our video, and that will be all. Thank you and goodbye.